Alrighty. Alright, we're actually live. We're good to go. Alright, so I'm streaming this on YouTube as well, guys. If you guys want to tune in on there, that's totally fine. I know a lot of you have requested that I do that, so I'm on there. Today I'm going to be answering your questions. Hello. And I'm basically just going to be going over like what I'm working on right now on the computer and just answering any questions you guys have. So feel free to drop any questions down below. I know a lot of you guys had a lot of questions last time about how to optimize Blender for rendering and things like that, so I'd love to cover some of that. And then anything that anyone on YouTube has, hopefully they can hear me as well, because I don't normally stream on YouTube, but I figured why not today. So how's everybody doing today? We got quite a few people in here. That's awesome. We're going to be talking about Blender and pretty much anything else that you guys want to learn. Totally up to you what you want to talk about. I am kind of an open book today, so I'm working on a physics simulation at the moment. So let me go ahead and compile these last frames here, and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm working on. What's up, Daniel? What's up, John? What's up, Ahmed Mag, Michael, Carrie, Joe, Jimmy, Jack, Amikan, Narika, Sharides, Jubren. I think I pronounced all that right. So good. Thanks. I haven't really started doing anything yet, but I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm also going to be putting this on YouTube, so anything you guys want answered, just let me know and I will go ahead and answer that. For right now, though, I am going to go ahead and add something to my sequence here so I can show you guys this physics simulation, which is super exciting. Let me see if I can point you guys towards the screen. Would you guys rather talk like face-to-face like this, or would you guys rather see what I'm doing on the screen? I think you'll find this super interesting. This is a tutorial that I just uploaded. It's not launched yet, but I'm going to make the thumbnail today, probably on the live stream, and then, yeah, this is going to be a cool one. I'm super excited about this one. You asked how we were, so I said good. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Alright, so you guys want to see something super cool? Let me reverse these frames. So we're doing a physics simulation today. Can you please give us tips on how to take perfect render? Yeah, I can talk about that. I'm sure you'll make something great though. Yeah, so first thing that you guys want to know about for making a perfect render is just the higher the render passes, usually the better the render. There's like a certain point that you max out at. Like if you're doing like 3,000 render passes, that might not be completely necessary. So yeah, I can get into detail about that. Who's your favorite artist out there? I have a few. One of them is, his name is Arc4G. He makes really cool, satisfying animations. And then more lately, I found this guy, Moonshake 3D, who makes these awesome photorealistic camera lenses. They're super cool. Definitely worth checking out. Now, in terms of like what makes a good render, there's a lot that goes into that. Let me go ahead and render this animation super quickly because I made this really cool cloth simulation and I want to go ahead and show you guys what I'm working on. But I can go over some of the more like intricate settings if you guys really want to go into that stuff, because I know a lot of people have complained about that renders take forever. Like it takes a long time to actually render out frames and get even just for like one image, like, and nobody wants to wait for that. So I totally understand that. Let me go ahead and quickly render this to a specified folder as shot 4. Yeah, and then let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. Yeah, in terms of my favorite artists, like not like necessarily traditional artists, but I do like a lot of animation artists today. Anyone who works for Pixar, of course, would be a win in my book as well, because I'm sure it's super hard to get a job there. Alright, so that's good. Let's go ahead and render animation. Can we combine ocean modifier and fluid simulation? I don't think so. Okay, so probably yes. But like I don't think it's practical to do that. Like either do one or the other. Like if you're just looking to simulate an ocean, by all means you want to use the ocean modifier. If you're looking to simulate actual fluid and like make it super hyper realistic, like you might want to keep those two things separate. You can get some pretty realistic results though with just the ocean modifier. All right, let me import this here. Blender, YouTube tutorials. There it is. All right, so guys, is anybody currently watching on YouTube? Because if you guys are, you'll be able to see my screen very easily on YouTube. Because I do want to show you guys like what I'm working on, but I also want it to be like an ideal viewing experience for you as well. And this just looks so cool. I'm super excited to show you guys. Let me face you towards the screen. Hold on. Oh, gotta get this thing out. All right, hold on. Let me flip the camera for you guys. All right, so guys, I am streaming on YouTube and Instagram at the moment, so trying to see if I can manage both, making sure I'm not missing any comments on YouTube here. And I'm good because no one's on YouTube. All right, so here's what we're working on here. Little cloth simulation. Let me blow this up. I just added some sound effects and then I rendered another shot. So let's go ahead and check this out. I think it came out really awesome. And then I just rendered this shot, which doesn't seem to want to do much for me here. This is the other shot. This is the overhead shot. So I think I might put this one first. Yeah, this came out really nice. And again, this did take a little while to bake, but once it was finished, I mean, it just came out so smooth. Yeah, agreed. Smooth would be the word I would describe it as. And as you guys can see, I got multiple camera angles running here, and I just downloaded some sound effects off of Zapsplat, and I just think, woo! I mean, look at that. Look at this. It looks like he's wearing a hoodie. I just love how this came out. I just love it. So I'm super excited to just upload this tutorial within the next week here. I'll probably make the thumbnail on my live stream here, but guys, what do you think of this physics simulation? Like, is this satisfying or is this satisfying? This guy said, bro, I thought you were Spider-Man. I mean, Tom Holland. I actually have gotten that before. And I actually saw a guy at a bar once that looked exactly like Tom Holland. I went up and I took a picture with him. Remind me, I'll throw it on my story one day. But guys, I just think this turned out so good. Like, I don't know. I'm obsessed with this. Happy Halloween. Oh yeah, because he looks like he's a ghost. Alright, so let's go over to Blender real quick. I'm going to show you guys the file. Where is it? Cloth. This is it. I have a client project that I got going too, so I can't open that on the live stream. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, cool. So this is it right here. Actually, this is not it. Hold up. Where is it? I think it's this one. Sorry guys, I pulled up the wrong file. Alright, this is the actual file right here. So this is our physics simulation. As you can see, there's a lot going on here, and the actual detail that you're able to achieve with this cloth is just insane. Like, look at this. I mean, and the fact, it's so funny because like I said, I look at moments like this and I'm like, everyone that says Blender is shit, like, I don't know, like, I totally disagree. Like, look what I'm able to do with Blender, with this free program that you claim is crap. I just eat it up when people tell me that. I'm sorry, but this looks so good. And obviously the rendered view looks even better. So I do want to teach you guys a quick trick since we're on this topic, and then I can go into the render settings because I know you guys really are interested in that. You see how I have this nice blurred background back here? That is actually a sphere if we back up. So it's a glass sphere that I have around my whole scene here. And what it's doing is it's allowing me to diffuse that HDRI light that's coming through. So we get these nice soft shadows every single time. How many subdivisions are we working with here? I have a subdivision surface modifier, 2 levels, and then if we go into our solid view and we tab into edit mode, we are working with quite a few subdivisions here. So yeah, that's definitely quite a few. But damn, it looks good. Like, damn. Lovely killer, heart, heart, heart. Thank you. Simulation, thank you. And heart, heart, heart. Thank you guys for tuning in yet again. It looks like a lot more people are actually on the YouTube channel today, so that's really good to see that. We are going over this physics simulation and also just answering user questions. So if you guys have questions, drop them down in the comments. I'm here to answer them. This looks super cool. Guys, another thing that I did to accomplish this, which I will be covering in the tutorial that I already recorded today, is that I turned the gravity down. I turned the gravity off. So as you can see, we just have this super cool simulation. Oh my god, it's just so much fun. I love making these just because you don't really know what it's going to look like until you hit play and then you go and bake everything. But like, look at the level of detail that we're able to achieve with this. It's just awesome. And then I went ahead and downloaded this awesome fabric texture from CG Trader. Oh my god, Quixel Bridge, which just, oh my god, it just turned out so good. So, guys, super exciting stuff. I'm gonna flip the camera so you guys can see me, and I'm gonna be answering the questions that you guys have on Instagram while just kind of working on the computer at the same time. If you guys have YouTube, go tune in on YouTube. I'm gonna try to shift from one to the other, so I'm gonna try to like stick to one platform. It's tough to stream on both because I got to pay attention over here, over there, and on Blender. Thank you for your tutorials. They're very helpful and so fun. Greetings from Uruguay. Wow, that's crazy. That's so far away. Yeah, no, of course. Thank you for tuning in. I'm very happy that you're here today, and I hope you're getting value out of this. So, yeah, I'm super excited. I just uploaded the tutorial. It's like, I want to say it's like 30 minutes or so it's not too bad. But I love physics simulations. And I know a lot of you guys wanted to see more physics simulations, which is why I'm trying to put out more content like that. We have this nice gold material that we have on the sphere here. It looks really nice. Sorry, guys, if I missed your questions. Let me scroll back through. Yep, how many subdivisions? Yeah, we have 2 on the cloth, but we have a ton if you actually go into edit mode on the cloth. So I'm going to go back to Premiere, and I'm actually going to like just watch this over and over again until I like can fine tune the sound effects. So let's go ahead and play this back. It looks good. The only thing is the sound runs out before the end, so I need to change that. I'm going to flip this so you guys can see it on Instagram. Sorry, guys. So there we go. Perfect. So the sound runs out right about there. So I definitely need to fix that. So concurrent viewers 6, views 15. Oh no, concurrent viewers 8. I'm confused. Does that mean the current amount of viewers on YouTube? I normally don't stream on YouTube. Please try to do a large scale fluid simulation for the next tutorial. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely will. Let me write that down. Guys, I actually have a list. I know a lot of you hear that I say I have a list. I genuinely have a list of the tutorials you guys suggest to me. So don't think that I'm making that stuff up. Let me open up a new tab. Go to my Trello tutorial request, and I'm going to type in, I'm just going to show you that I'm typing this in. Large, oops, that's the wrong place. Large scale physics simulation. And you want a fluid simulation. I got you. Don't you worry. Your lives will be saved? I'm sorry, what? Will your lives be saved? Oh, I'm sorry. I totally read that as like, will your life be saved? Will my lives be saved? On Instagram, sometimes I do save my lives. Sometimes I don't. So this one, if you really want to, I can save it. But to be honest, I'll probably just throw this on YouTube because I am recording it on there anyway. So I would not worry about that. I'm probably going to put this on YouTube. If you absolutely can only access it on Instagram, let me know, and I will make sure to upload it. Or keep it. Sorry, not discard the video when I'm done live. Woo, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Just amazing. Hey bro, from where will you select audio for your animations? That is a great question. Let me show you. This is the website that I use. And I know there's other ones, and everybody else has suggested other ones to me, but this one is called Zapsplat, and it just has a ton of great categories. Sorry, that's what it looks like right there. Free sound effects. Definitely go check this out. Super, super awesome resource right there. Go ahead and screenshot that while I have it up. All right. Let me minimize that. And let me go back to Blender. So I think I'm going to close out of this, guys. I pretty much rendered all the shots that I needed from this, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the sound effects now because that'll be my reel that I post later tonight or tomorrow morning. More likely tonight, though, because that's what I want to do. So, but yeah, this turned out really good, guys, and the tutorial will be dropping within the week to cover how I did this. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited about that. Sorry, I am still not good with English. No, 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 that's not your fault. I just misread your message wrong because I'm kind of an idiot sometimes. I'm like the smartest idiot that you'll ever meet. All right, let me X out of this, guys. Let's save that, and let's go back into Premiere, and let's go ahead and check out this animation and see how we can add maybe one more sound effect at the end. Or we take this sound effect, go to speed and duration, and let's just give this 70% and see if that stretches out. Now let's hear how it sounds, because it's going to sound completely different now that we modified it. Also, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, I apologize because I realize my face is maxed out. Let me minimize it for you a little bit. All right, let's listen now. I think that's perfect. What do you guys think? I just think it's perfect enough for the reel, and then I'm probably going to slap my logo on there, or my @ symbol. So let me go ahead and import that. Where is that going to be? That is going to be here. Overlays. We want to import these. So another thing, guys, I'll show you like pro tip in Premiere, and also if you guys want to see more Premiere stuff, let me know. I know a ton about Premiere, and I'm always learning more. Let me show you a little pro tip. I'm going to go ahead and grab this file here on the left, and basically what it is just a PNG of my little Kenny Phases logo right there, right? So now I'm going to show you guys what to do to get rid of that black background. Just go ahead and double click on that. Make sure you are in the editing tab, and then click on this little arrow here, go to Effect Controls, and then on the top left you want to click on blend mode, and you want to do screen. Where is that? Screen. And now completely get rid of any black background on pretty much anything you throw into Premiere. And as you can see, I now have my watermark on the bottom, so if someone decides to steal my content, I'll still at least have the watermark towards the bottom. I don't always put this on all my content, but I've been trying to more recently. So a little pro tip on how to add a watermark to your videos. You don't need to do this. I do it more lately because I'm trying to like brand myself a little bit more. So yeah, but this turned out great. Let's go ahead and play this back. Woo! There's one more thing I think I'm going to add to this. I'm going to go back into my YouTube folder here. Or where would it be? YouTube tutorials, OBS overlays. I have like a million folders, and I actually get mixed up. Here we go. Oh, here it is. So I actually want to add this at the end, guys. It's kind of funny, but it's just this little graphic I made of my face. And I want to go ahead and make that 50%. Perfect. And that'll just let people know, hey, you can find me on YouTube, so you can go ahead and check out my content. All right. I might even extend the sound beyond that. And I'll extend this out just a little bit. Perfect. And that's it. Boom. Just like that, we have an edited video almost ready to go. Did you tell us where you get sounds from yet? Yes, I did. It's Zapsplat. It is this website right here, zapsplat.com. Go ahead and check that out. Highly suggest you check this out. It's free. You just have to sign up for an account, and you have access to a ton of free sound effects. And I think you can buy stuff too, but I mainly use it for the free stuff. I don't think I've bought anything on there. But damn, this looks good. Damn. All right. Let me play it back one more time. Thank you for teaching. Yeah, no problem. How many minutes to render these 4 scenes? That's actually a great question. I want to say 10 or 20 minutes per scene. And there's 4 shots. There's this overhead shot where everything is happening. There's this close-up of the gold sphere. There's another sort of close-up of the gold sphere on the side. And then we have... oh yeah, another close-up of the gold sphere. But this is a separate one. One is going over top of the cloth, if you look here, and then one is coming from underneath. So there's a lot happening here. Overall, it probably took the past couple hours to render everything because I was back and forth like doing other things around the house while things were rendering. So yeah. Okay, so here's a great user question. Will you teach us how to handle more than one camera in the animation process? Yeah, absolutely I will. Let me go ahead and save this and minimize Premiere. And I'll just show you guys quickly in Blender how to set up multiple camera shots. Let me go ahead and put you right here. Perfect. Someone said create a community on Discord. I do have a community on Discord. Let me write this down though, because I've been really slacking. So let me just write down, like, I'm just gonna say, like, revive. I'm just gonna say revive the Discord because I know I'm slacking, guys. I'm trying my best. It's clear that I want to do this. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to educate people. So, all right. I love the way you're teaching. Thank you so much. And like I said, guys, if you are not on YouTube already, please go hop on there. If you want to, you obviously don't have to, but let me show you guys how to create multiple camera shots. Obviously, when you start a Blender file, they give you this default camera, which is totally great. But to be honest, when I do a lot of my Instagram Reels, I'm putting multiple cameras because I want to capture multiple angles of what I'm doing. So I'll just teach you like the absolute basics of like how I would go about creating multiple camera shots. So we have our one camera here. I don't know if you can Shift D. Yeah, you can. Okay, so Shift D duplicates anything. That's the shortcut. So I'm actually going to use that more often. I used to just go up here, add camera, and it'll just add another camera, which it'll put right in the center. So it's pretty easy to actually add a new camera. You just click on the current camera, Shift D. And then a quick pro tip, guys, in the top right, I'm going to show you guys on Instagram, there's these little green icons. If you click on one of those green icons, you can actually switch cameras. So if I press 0 on the numpad, I snap to the current camera. And then if I click on a different camera icon in the top right, it'll snap to the other camera view. And I would definitely get in the habit of actually naming your cameras because it just helps you keep track of the shots. So for example, I'll just set up like a quick scene here. This second camera, I'm gonna call side camera. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pop out this little tab to adjust these settings. And I'm gonna give it a 0° Z rotation. I'm gonna move it with G, so it's facing the side, and boom, just like that, you have a second camera. Oh no, Kenny, I wanna switch back to the other camera. No worries, just go up here and click this little icon, and now you're in the other camera view. So that's how you set up multiple cameras. And ideally, you would take these and also animate the cameras as well, so that you're either moving around your object, you're panning up and down like this, right? So remember, you can animate anything in Blender. Anything you can click on, you can pretty much animate it. Yes, even the light. You can turn the light on and off. You can adjust the power. You can adjust the location. Anything that has these values, you can animate. So super, super useful to know. I do hope I kind of answered your question with the multiple cameras. To be honest, it's just a matter of duplicating the cameras, going to snap to your camera, and then being like, okay, I actually don't like this angle. I think that works, right? And of course, you can rotate your cameras too. Maybe don't do that because it'll make you dizzy. But you guys get the idea. And of course, G, you can lock onto any axis to move up and down. So I'm pressing G, Z on the keyboard to move my camera up and down. Super useful basic stuff, but this is like what I do. This is what I do when I make my reels. Like I'm getting different camera shots. So super, super useful. Bro, can you guide us with the glass style? Yeah, so I don't make that glass shader, but if you message me, I will send you the link to the glass shader that I use. Hyped for this tutorial. Greetings from the Czech Republic. Wow. I don't know where you guys are finding me, but this is awesome that we have people like literally all around the world watching this stuff. Love your videos. Thank you. I'm from Brazil. I just opened up YouTube and got you, but I feel sleepy. I promise I will watch this stream tomorrow. Keep growing, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Much, much, much appreciated. So, all right, guys. I missed a comment on Instagram here. What do you say? Oh, hey, what are you going to make? At the moment, not anything. I was actually just finishing up this reel here because I want to show you guys how to make cloth simulation, which is coming up. Now, I did a cloth simulation before, a little tutorial on that, but I wanted to make something even cooler, so I added some turbulence force fields in here. We got multiple objects cutting through our cloth. Man, it's fun to do this stuff. It's just a good time. Like, look how cool that looks. It just came out incredibly. I don't know. I love this stuff. I'm from Italy. Your tutorials are amazing. Thank you so much, Romeo. I really appreciate that. Guys, we got Romeo from Italy and Zoni from Brazil. Wow, we've got people all over the world. This is crazy. So what do you guys think of this fabric, this little fabric simulation? I'm going to play it back one more time because I'm just really enjoying watching this. Let's like full screen this thing almost. Let's get it as big as we can. Here we go. Wow. Perfect. All right, that's pretty good. I don't think I would adjust anything. I could give a little bit of hue and saturation to this. Maybe dream some more color into this. I'll show you guys how to create a like a hue and saturation layer in Premiere. So I'm just gonna stop here on this frame. I'm gonna go down to the bottom left, click on New, and then go to Adjustment Layer. You can just keep these settings how they are. Press OK, and then just drag your adjustment layer right above your all your other clips. And I'm going to go ahead and extend this to the duration of the whole video. And I think that's pretty much all you got to do. And then double click on that. Go over to your, I think it's effects. Yeah, effects. And then you want to pop open this tab on the right where it says, I think it's Lumetri color. And now you should be able to adjust all the colors for this video. So let me go ahead and find a good frame. That's a good frame. I think I'm just going to bump up the saturation a little bit. So this would be bumping it up all the way. Oops. Why is it not working? Oh no, guys, this is weird. Okay, hold on. Okay, maybe it is working and I'm tripping. Let me turn it all the way down. Okay, it is working. It's just very, very subtle. All right, so this would be completely saturating it. And I think I'm going to make it a little bit warmer. I'm just going to crank up the warmth a little bit. How do you make water and particles look so real? You just bake them for a while. To be honest, that's how you do it. It takes time. Like, a lot of people don't want to wait for good results. And but my honestly suggestion, not to be rude, you just have to wait. Like, you have to be more patient. I definitely am not, but you have to be. If you want good results, good things take time. Like this whole sequence you're seeing probably took 4 hours to make because I had to mess with the physics settings, re-render, rebake, make different camera shots. So in all, like this probably took about 4 hours to make this entire thing that you're watching right now. So, are you going to upload time-lapse on YouTube or whole process creation Ken? Yes, I am. I actually already did, and it will be scheduled to be published sometime this week. You know what would be really cool to show you guys, though, before I go and export this, is why don't we go in and just, I'll go through the thumbnail creation process real quick, because I know a lot of you do want to see me do that. So let me go ahead and minimize this. I'm going to reopen my cloth simulation, or is it cloth slow motion? This is one right here. Don't save. All right, so we're back in our cloth simulation. I'm actually going to go ahead and add a new camera in. I want to get a shot of this for the thumbnail. So I want to pick a really interesting point in this animation to actually use as my thumbnail. And I actually really genuinely like this one because it looks like the sphere is wearing like a hoodie. Maybe a few frames forward. Like right there, it kind of looks like, it just looks like the sphere is just like, he's just in a hoodie or like some kind of cloak. And I just think it looks so funny. So I'm actually going to go ahead back to my solid view and I'm going to add in a new camera. Let's add in a new camera. And it's kind of stuck in the middle of the cloth there. Let me go ahead and snap to that camera. And let's go ahead and move it around. Snap it to 0 degrees. Move it up. And I'm actually going to change my project dimensions to 1920 by 1080. Perfect, because that is the YouTube thumbnail size. I'm going to back this up on the Y-axis. Go to my rendered view. And let's just see what we have so far. That looks pretty good, but I think I want to go for more of a upwards angle. Something like that, maybe. And I'm not sure if I want that little cube in there either. That looks pretty good so far. I think that might work. Yeah, I'm sorry. I totally, did I dodge your question? No, I didn't. I see how to make water and particles look so real. I thought I did answer that, right? Did I answer that? I'm tripping. Yeah, I think I did. I just didn't. Maybe I didn't answer it well enough, but let me know if I can clarify that a little bit more for you. I think that looks pretty good, guys, but to be honest, I want to get a little bit closer to our simulation here. I think that looks good. I almost want to give ourselves a little angle, too. I don't know. I do like this frame, but I'm also wondering if there is a more interesting frame. Not sure about this one. That looks pretty good. I kind of like this frame. I feel like it's pretty dynamic enough. What do you guys think? Which graphics card are you using? I'm using the GeForce RTX 3070 Ti. Absolute beast of a graphics card. Guys, I actually kind of like this. What do you guys think of this frame? Let's jump one more frame ahead. Thoughts on this? I don't know. And we can also go in and adjust the actual like hue and saturation, stuff like that. Do you guys like this frame? I feel like I like this for the YouTube thumbnail. What do you think? Part of me wishes there was a little bit more lighting, but again, we can adjust some of this stuff in Photoshop. Look at that. See, it's a little shaky around some of the edges. It's pretty good. I think it's pretty good, but I'm also... Let me just look around the scene a little bit more. Oh, this side's kind of good. Oh, hold up. Maybe like right here, like facing this direction. What do you guys think? Let me go to my like solid view, move this, rotate it a little bit, snap back to it, bring it out. Whoops. Way back. There we go. Let's go ahead and look at what this looks like here. Maybe put it this direction. I don't want that cube to be showing. I really don't. I should never put that damn cube in there. I don't know what I was thinking, guys. Although it does look kind of cool now that I'm looking at it from this angle. I don't know. See, this is why it takes me so long to put out videos, guys, because I'm sitting here looking for the dopest thumbnail possible. But also, that's super important if you're trying to make really awesome fabric simulations, really awesome content, and you want people to be driven towards your content. I do think this angle's pretty good. Let's mess around with a few more options here. We could go completely top down like this. Hold up. What do you guys think? That could be pretty cool. I don't know. That's the beauty of this live stream, is there's literally no agenda. And we can make anything we want. But I'm also like, I don't know if I love this. I'm reverting back. Let's see how far Blender will let us go back. Okay, I like that. What do you guys think? I don't know, that's kind of dope. Or we completely zoom in like 100mm lens here. Guys, why can't I make up my damn mind? Why can't I just like decide on a really cool thumbnail? Why is this so hard? All I'm doing right now, by the way, for those of you wondering, is using G to find a really cool angle and rotating the actual axis of the camera just to get something cool. There is a way to snap your view to camera, or your camera to the view that you're looking at. I just don't remember what the shortcut key was. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's snap to the other cameras real quick. See what they look like. Nope. Why does this one look like it's completely tilted? That's weird. Did I accidentally tilt this camera? I guess I did. That actually does look pretty cool. I don't know. I do. Part of me still likes that. Whoa, why are we tilted, guys? What the heck? This one's cool too. Guys, I think I know what I want to do. I think I'm going to do an overhead shot. Let's go back to our camera that we've been working on for the past hour. Look straight down. Move ourselves right over top. Zoom in a lot. And then we're going to rotate like this. Part of me kind of likes something like this. But I'm also like, should we zoom out just a little bit? I think this might be it. I think this might be it, guys. Yep, I am following him for Blender. I have joined. What is the project? Blender Fabric Simulation. Sorry, guys, that I've been spending way too much time trying to figure out the perfect angle for this. But, like, to be honest with you, it's not so stupid when you realize, like, how important a thumbnail is. It's incredibly important for how many views you may or may not get. Believe it or not, that looks pretty good. All right, what do you think of this, guys? Something like that might work perfectly. And then I would just put the text either right in the middle or off to the side here. Ideally, probably right in the middle, so I'll probably have to zoom in a little bit more. I think that could be it. I think that could be it. I don't know. And sorry if you guys on YouTube are absolutely bored out of your mind. I promise you, let me just, all right, let's render this. Let's just render this and put a freaking thing on it. Let me flip this around though to 270. I think that's it. I think that might be it right there. Let's call it. Let's call it on that. What do you guys think? I think that's it. All right, let's render it. Let's do 1,000 samples, and let's max out our dimensions at 200%. Not max out, but double them. Render image, and let's go ahead and see what we get here. It shouldn't take 13 minutes. It's like, you're crazy. It's not going to take 13 minutes. That's insanity. Guys, I'm just going to face you towards me just for a second. There you go. Perfect. Because honestly, like, having this phone in front of my face for a long time is like, starts to hurt my eyes. That does look really good. It should not take 4 minutes. We're not doing 1,000 samples. We're going to do 100. 150. We'll call it 150. See what we get with that. Also, I just realized my computer is doing a lot right now with like live streaming. So I know you guys want a large format. You want a large scale physics fluid simulation. I totally understand. I also just realized I cannot pull up Photoshop right now because I'm live streaming. So we're going to have to... I don't know how I'm going to get around that. So my Photoshop version that I have may or may not be illegal, so I can't use it without turning the Wi-Fi off. So I apologize for that, guys. There you go. So you can see what we're doing. Damn. I didn't even think about that. Oh, you know what? I know what we can use. We can use Photopea. Do you guys know what Photopea is? Like, it's like an online editor. So we're going to use that, but I'm going to save this to my downloads as soon as it's done. Wow, that actually came out really, really good. Let's go ahead and do image, save as, downloads, and I'm just going to call this thumbnail, fabric, start. I like to say start because I know that that's my starting point, so... All right, let's X out of this, save, yes, save, and then go open up a new window. And let's go ahead and type in Photopea, however you say it. So guys, if you guys don't know about this already, Photopea is basically a online Photoshop, but it's free. I don't know who made it, but whoever developed it, it acts just like Photoshop, and it's actually really, really intuitive and easy to learn if you already know Photoshop. So highly suggest you checking this out for sure. All right, let me go ahead and just add some text here. I'm going to say, how about we just, I'm going to type some letters in so I can actually see what I'm doing here. There we go. All right, let's call this fabric. Oh my God, can I spell? Fabric. And let's go ahead and take a look at the fonts that they have for us. I want a nice thick font that's going to catch someone's attention when they're scrolling on YouTube. All right, there we go. Let's see, guys. Anything stand out? That one's not bad. A little bulky. That one's kind of nice, actually. I kind of like that. I might go with that, guys. And then for our text color, I think I'm going to choose white. And I think I'm going to do fabric. And then under that, I'm going to do simulation. And I'm going to make simulation gold. I'm going to make it like this kind of gold. Maybe like a little bit more yellowish. Maybe a little bit more gold. That looks good. And then I'm also going to shrink that down. Something like that. That looks pretty good. I actually really like that font. I don't normally use this font, but I'm just like, whatever. Oh, the only thing I need that I don't have that I need to open in place is the Blender logo. Crap, where is the Blender logo? Guys, oh no. There it is. Is that the PNG? Yeah, that is. Okay, cool. All right, so we got the Blender logo. Let's slap it up in the corner right here. Or we put it... Yeah, that's fine right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and select these two things, move them down a little bit, give them a little bit of breathing room. And then I think that's pretty much it for the thumbnail. I mean, I don't really need to go into crazy detail with this. I think I'm just going to save this for now since I can't open up Photoshop. And that'll be that. I'm just going to export this. I'll export it as a PNG. That's fine. Okay, width, we want it between 1920 by 1080. Perfect. Save. Let's go ahead and open that up. Make sure it's looking good. Everything looks good. And that is fine. I'm going to X out of that. And that is probably the smallest amount of time that I have ever spent on a thumbnail. Guys, I am so proud of myself for not taking 10 minutes to make a thumbnail. Or sorry, probably like an hour to make a thumbnail. So let's go ahead and X out of this. Leave, don't save. All right, and Premiere, our fabric is looking really good. I just realized I should probably have, that can probably be the thumbnail right there for you, for Instagram. But I usually make an Instagram reel thumbnail as well. And I'm also looking back on my adjustment layer. I think I'm going to turn my saturation back down to like towards the middle. It was a little bit too saturated. And the warmth is pretty high. We'll turn it down a little bit. I actually think it's looking pretty good. We can adjust the temperature as well. Or we can set it back to 0. Perfect. Guys, I think this is looking really, really solid. Should we export? I think we're almost ready to export. Do you guys need me to go over the export settings? Let's go over them real quick. What I normally do, Control M to export. I have my in and my out points set. Up here, format, we're just going to do H.264. Keep it simple. And then match source, that's already selected. We're good, 1080 by 1920. And then for the bit rate, I'm going to do 50. And then I'm going to select a location to export this. And I'm just going to call this finished fabric reel. Press enter, and I'm going to click on export, and it should not take very long at all because my computer is extremely powerful. And we're done. So that's pretty much finished there, guys. I'm pretty happy with that. And now I'm going to move on to more questions from everybody. I pretty much went through like more or less the whole process of like how I make my reels. So if you guys liked that, definitely consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, of course, unless you already are. And yeah, I'm here to answer your questions. So I'm going to blow my face up a little bit on YouTube here. I am going to X out of my Premiere. And the floor is open for any questions that you guys might have. let me know. I'm going to go ahead and X out of this. I have my user suggestions up here. I'll go through those. If no one is going to ask any questions, that's totally fine. Frame rate, SVG to logo, to 3D logo, already. Tahir Usman. Sorry, what was that about? Already. I want to watch your live, but it's 1:34 a.m. here. Why aren't you in bed, man? Just kidding. I stay up late too, so I can't really talk. A lot of people want to learn how to people love the physics simulation, so they want to learn how to break things in Blender. It's actually not too hard to do. There's a lot of cool things you can do in Blender with physics. It's a lot of fun, especially when you start involving like force fields and things like that. I think you guys would really, really enjoy that. Here, let me just see if I can make something cool real quick. I'll show you like how quickly you can create a cool physics simulation in Blender. Excuse me. Let me flip my screen here. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna see if I can create a really cool little like vortex of a bunch of cubes flying around. I'll show you guys how I'll probably go about doing that. I'm just gonna delete the light, delete the camera for now. I'm just gonna scale this cube down. I'm gonna go to my top-down view, just duplicate it a few times. And let's just go ahead and, so we have a few of them duplicated, right? I'm going to add in a force field, and I'm going to add in, what do I add? How about, let's do turbulence, because I did this last time, it worked pretty well. And then under my physics settings for the turbulence, I'm going to turn the strength up to 500. And then I'm going to turn gravity off, and I'm going to select one of our cubes here. And I am going to give it a physics property of rigid body, active. I'll just choose box. All right, let's press play and see what happens. I don't think anything's going to happen right away because that usually is what happens whenever I try to do anything physics related. Oh no, look, it is moving away. All right, so we are actually getting physics to work with this. This is great. So with that selected, I'm going to shift select everything else. I don't want to select... Damn it, I did not want to select the turbulence though. So we're going to select everything, and then lastly the box that has the physics. Object, rigid body, copy from active. Now they should all have the physics. Yep, they do. And if we press play here, they're all going to kind of move around a little bit within that turbulence. See how they're kind of just all floating around? And that's pretty much how you would create like kind of this like scattering cube effect. Let's go ahead and take all these and shrink them down and make a bunch of them. Let me move these ones over here. I'm going to move all of these over here. I'm going to shrink them down a bunch. We're going to zoom in here. Let's just see like what we get with this. Let's just put a bunch of them out here. All right, we're just duplicating these. And now let's see what our simulation looks like now. Whoa. Looks pretty cool. I think the location and the rotation is being affected. That's actually a really simple thing to throw together there. I might have to drop this as like a tutorial or something. It's like almost, see like when people tell me like I don't know what to make in Blender, like there you go. That's what you make in Blender. Like that actually was not hard to do at all. Let me write this down so I don't forget these steps. I'm just gonna say cubes. What was it? Active rigid body? What did I do? Active rigid body. No, I don't think your computer would have crashed because these are super simple shapes, so I don't think your computer would have crashed. And then I'm just going to do turbulence. This would actually make for a really cool effect. And guys, you know what I was thinking the other day? Have you guys ever seen effects overlays where it's like dust particles scattering like this? I want to make like a pack that you can put over, like a VFX pack, where you can basically just have all of these be blurred out by depth of field with the camera in Blender, and you can just make your own effects overlays. I just think that would be such an easy thing to do in Blender. Because I'm always looking online and I'm like, oh, this would be perfect if it was 4K, or oh, this would be perfect if it was a little bit longer. Well, why not just create your own effects in Blender? Like if we wanted to, we could take this whole thing and turn it into like some kind of crazy like particle thing where, you know, it's a bunch of snow particles. Like, let me go ahead and make sure that we cannot select the turbulence field real quick. Where's turbulence? I'm going to make sure we cannot select that. I'm also going to save this just super quick as particle turbulence. How do you spell turbulence? Is that how you spell it? All right, cool. That's fine. All right, we're going to go with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and take all of these, shrink them down again. Oops. I'm going to go back to frame 0 because it's going to act weird if we don't go back to frame 0 because there's active physics happening. And let's just go ahead and duplicate these a little bit more. Do you guys think my computer is going to crash? Let's just see. I don't think it will. I actually think the computer can handle the turbulence really well. Let's just see what happens. Looks fine to me. It's actually playing at almost 30 frames a second. It looks fine. So let's say we did do something like this. Damn, this is about to make such a good tutorial. This is about to be such an easy tutorial, guys. I'm about to like do it right now. I might have to like start the recording. I might stop the live on YouTube and just record like a quick tutorial, but nah, this would be so easy to turn into like a really cool particle animation. So if you go over, like let's say I think we're in Eevee right now. Let's just select one of these, go to the material, and turn it into an emission material. Let's make sure we have bloom enabled. And then we just turn the world color down to like black. And now we have this like really cool looking thing where all these particles are just going crazy. I mean, and they're glowing. I mean, that's pretty cool. Let me go back to my bloom effects. Threshold, we can make that really low so that they're really, really glowing. Huh. They look like, you know what they look like? Those little lanterns you release into the sky. Can you make a character falling and with help of physics, wind, dust, particle, etc. look like very, very real? It doesn't have to be realistic though. Low poly will do as well. I can put that on the list for sure. Take it easy. Good work. Thank you. So guys, doesn't this remind you of those little particles that fly through the air? And you know what I also want to show you guys how to do? If I go back to frame 1 and we go over to the right-hand side to physics properties and we go to rigid body world, we should be able to turn the speed down to like 0.5. And I think that'll work for everything going slower. Yeah, see how everything's like acting slower now? Whoa, look at that. Very cool. And it's crazy because you don't really know what you're going to get, and I don't think it'll play back exactly the same every single time, but it does look pretty awesome, and I'm actually super excited about this because we can easily create a tutorial out of this. Easily. So this is awesome. This actually turned out so cool. And then I want to show you guys what I meant by the depth of field thing. Let me add in a camera here. Add camera. I'm just going to snap to the camera. I'm going to reset all of the properties of the camera, and I'm going to back it up on the z-axis, or up on the z-axis like that. I'm actually going to rotate it 90 degrees, bring it back down, and bring it back on the y-axis like that. You could create a cool animation just like this, like going like this, like through. That would be really easy to do. Or you could do my idea from earlier. Go ahead and click on the camera. Go to, where's depth of field? Why can't I thought I was selecting my camera here. No depth of field? Oh, you can do depth of field. I almost thought you couldn't do it in Eevee. So let's say we did like a really low value, like 1, right? Are we in rendered view? Yeah, we are. You could theoretically back this camera up even more, even though I can't find the camera now. Anybody know where that camera went? There it is. All right, we'll back it up like this, and you can technically make all these blurred out, and you could have a really, really cool effect here. Right now, they're a little bit blurred out. Let's see how long a frame takes to render, guys. Render image. Boom, it's already rendered. Now, obviously, there's not a lot going on here, but I just wanted to show you guys that cool technique. That was awesome. So it kind of starts as this flat line, and it just slowly expands out like that. That is amazing. Alright, that'll have to absolutely be covered in a future tutorial because you could, oh my god, there is infinite possibilities with what you could do here. This is incredibly cool. Alright guys, well, I am probably going to go get a bite to eat, finish up this reel, get it ready for tonight. But write down a few more tutorial ideas. But if you guys have anything else, I'll stay around for one more minute. You guys can go ahead and drop those in the comments below. To everyone on YouTube, I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this live. Next time, I'll try to schedule it for you. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream on YouTube, but you guys take it easy, and I will talk